really, really out. You've got AC, which is the most noticeable factory guy that is on the sidelines. And Sexton, arguably, I think he really has a broken hand, not a bone contusion. Same thing with Nate Thrasher. He says that he just got a concussion and a bone contusion. I don't understand why all these guys are just saying that they've got big bruises when, I mean, for a while, Deegan was saying that, oh no, it was a sprain, but it was a broken wrist. And so it's the game that's before the actual show game of that is the actual race itself. I almost want to say that Tomac is strategizing where he knows it's 1/3 of the way through the series, maybe a little bit more than that. We're about maybe 39% through the series, but you've got Sexton, which is arguably injured right now, AC, and there's probably going to be more and more guys that have something happen. So if he can withstand, because the only reason why he didn't win the championship last year was because he got hurt. So if he can hang out and kind of make himself into race shape come race 10 to 12, he can really put that charge on, because we already know, I've shown you by the lap times. Here, I can put it up on the screen yet again. We know that he has got the speed. He's won a main event. Yes, it was a Triple Crown, but he has the speed. We're just not seeing the ignition, the little NOS button that we typically see. And most of the time we see that NOS button in outdoor motocross. And why do we see that NOS button in outdoor motocross and not supercross? Well, it's because you have 24 motos as opposed to 17 races that are only 20 minutes long. You've got 24 motos. Each moto is 35 minutes long. So you've got much more time for that beast mode to activate. Here, we need to wait. I'm just saying, everyone be very patient. We haven't seen Tomac yet.
Johnny, you bring up a good point. Have you ever noticed when you've watched those YouTube shows and they'll show how the media, you could tell like they've circulated this certain narrative, and they'll pick up like on a buzzword and they'll go through just every single channel and everybody reiterates the same thing. Last year, Epstein-Barr was diagnosed or labeled as food poisoning. That was all we heard last year. This year, every broken bone is now a bone bruise. So I think it's kind of interesting. You get one or two little buzzwords that are designed to kind of deflect actually what's going on. And it's interesting. We're not even that far into the season, and the big thing has been bone bruises. We've never heard somebody say well, I shouldn't say never, but very rarely have we heard bone bruise. Now this year it's the proliferation of bone bruise. Everything's a bone bruise. Last year, nobody could have fatigue related issues. Everybody's got food poisoning week after week. And I do want to say this, Johnny, and I want to know if you guys picked up on it.